What does Scout first find in the knothole? Is it gun, mullbug, or chewing gum? What is the verdict in the Tom Robinson case? Is it innocent, guilty, or the jury is hung?
Like, comment, subscribe.
How old is Jem when the action of the novel starts? Is it 8, 10, or 9? Whose house burns down? Is it Aunt Alexandra's, Atticus's, or Miss Maudie's? What is Boo Radley's real name? Is it Arthur, Jean-Louis, or Nathan? Who insists that Bob Ewell's death is an accident? Is it Tate, Boo Radley, or Scout? What does Dill find in Dolphus Raymond's bottle? Is it wine, whiskey, or Coca-Cola? What is Scout's real name? Is it Jean Louise Finch, Jean Louise Finch, or Louise Scout Finch? Who tells Jem that it is a sin to kill mockingbirds? Is it Atticus, Miss Maudie and Aunt Alexandra, or Scout? Where does Dill live during the school year? Is it Mississippi, Georgia, or Boston? Who beat Mayella Ewell? Is it Bob Ewell, Tom Robinson, or Tate? Who takes the children to the black church? Is it Calpurnia, Miss Maudie, or Helen Robinson? Where does Boo leave presents for Scout and Jem? Is it in a box on his porch? In a hole in an oak tree? Or in their mailbox? Who runs away from home? Is it Dill? Jem? Or Francis? Where does the story take place? Is it Memphis, Tennessee? Monroeville, Alabama? Or Macomb, Alabama? Where is Scout and Jem's mother? Is it she died when Scout was 2 and Jem was 6? She is recovering from consumption in Europe. Or she was killed in a fire a year before the novel starts. What is the recluse Boo Radley rumored to have done when he was little? Is it killed a mockingbird with his bare hands? Burnt down Miss Maudie's house? Or stabbed his father with a pair of scissors? Who is Dill? Is it a boy staying next door for the summer whom Scout and Jem befriend? One of the Ewell kids? Or Huck Finn's younger brother? What happens to Boris Ewell? Is it Cecil Jacobs beats him up? A bug crawls out of his hair? Or he gets kicked out of school? When do the Ewell kids go to school? Is it only for first and second grade? Only on the first day of every school year? Or only for first and second grade? Where do Scout and Jem start finding gifts left for them? Is it in the knothole of a tree in the Radleys' yard? In Miss Maudie's garden? Or on the Radleys' back porch? Why does Scout start hanging out with Miss Maudie? Is it because Dill and Jem have made her feel unwelcome in their games, as punishment for destroying her flowers? Or because Miss Maudie needs help with her garden? What happens when Scout, Jem and Dill sneak into the Radleys' backyard? Is it Boo invites them in? A dog chases them off the property? Or someone shoots at them with a shotgun? How does Dill explain Jem's missing pants? Is it first he says strip poker and then lighting matches? He admits what really happened? Or he says they got ripped up when they were climbing trees? What does Boo Radley carve for Jem and Scout out of soap? Is it a dolphin figurine? Two figures that look like Jem and Scout? Or a snowman? What unexpected natural phenomenon happens in Alabama for the first time in years? Is it snow? Killer bees? Or an earthquake? For whom does Reverend Sykes take up a collection? Is it for Helen Robinson, Tom Robinson's wife? For Atticus for legal fees for defending Tom? Or for Mayella Ewell? Who comes to live with the Finches for a while to help take care of the kids? Is it Atticus's brother Uncle Jack? Atticus's sister Aunt Alexandra? Or Helen Robinson? Why do a group of men come to the Finch house in the evening? Is it to arrest Atticus? To tell Atticus that Tom has been killed? Or to warn Atticus that Tom could be in danger? Who was guarding Atticus with a gun in his window the whole time? Is it Mr. Underwood, the newspaper owner? Sheriff Tate? Or Reverend Sykes? What does Sheriff Tate say on the witness stand? Is it that he didn't believe anything Mayella or Bob Ewell said? That he found Mayella beaten and she said Tom raped her but that no doctor was called? Or that he saw Tom Robinson running away from the scene looking guilty? When does Mayella say the rape occurred? Is it when she went to get a nickel for Tom for breaking up a dresser? When she was asleep at night? Or when she was a child? What does Mayella think Atticus is doing to her? Is it flirting with her? Being kind and supportive? Or mocking her? What does Tom say happened when Mayella invited him inside? Is it she tried to kiss him? Bob Ewell attacked him? Or he tried to give Mayella a hug and she went crazy? Who is Mr. Dolphus Raymond? Is it Tom Robinson's employer who speaks out during the trial? The honorable judge of Tom's trial who likes to chew tobacco? Or a rich white man with a black mistress and mixed-race children? Whom does Atticus argue is responsible for beating up Mayella? Is it Sheriff Tate? Bob Ewell? Or Link Joss? Why does Calpurnia interrupt the court proceedings? Is it because Aunt Alexandra thinks the children have gone missing? Because a mob is about to storm the courthouse? Or to declare Tom's innocence to the jury? What is the verdict of the trial? Is it innocent, guilty, or hung jury? Who threatens Atticus's life after the trial? Is it Ewell, Reverend Sykes, or Bob Ewell? What will Tom's sentence be if he loses the appeal? Is it life in prison without parole, 7 years of hard labor, or death? What happens to Jem and Scout on the way back from the pageant? Is it Scout gets lost and Jem can't find her? Boo Radley attacks them? Or Bob Ewell follows and attacks them? Who carries Jem home? Is it Boo Radley, Sheriff Tate, or Bob Ewell? Who kills Bob Ewell? Is it he falls on his own knife, Boo Radley, or Scout's costume?